How often do you feel like giving up? Do you feel like throwing in the towel? Do you feel like this is just not worth it, or this is just too hard? And it could be anything. It could be your faith, whether some things are going wrong in your life. It could be from a health problem, money problems. Sometimes you just don't want to be here anymore. How often do we just kind of feel like we want to give up? Well, let me tell you, it is absolutely a necessity to persevere. By definition, persevere means to continue in a course or action, even with facing difficulty and or with it probably not being very successful, but we're going to keep trying. We're going to persevere through our situations. The Bible is filled with men and women who persevered through persecution, through sicknesses, through mental health issues. There's a lot of stories in the Bible that we can lean on that they might have gone through too. And you might not know it, but there's been financial hardships, especially if Job alone, like, my goodness. Elijah battled depression. He wanted to die, so there are things in our lives that we can relate to in the Bible. And there are things in the Bible that we can read that shows us that God's never left us. He will not forsake us, and we can get through this. And nobody is exempt. Everybody's going to have hard times and struggles in life. You're going to question God. You're going to be mad at God. That's okay. He's a strong God. Give him your feelings. You may even doubt God. There might be a time in your life that you're going to question him. And that's okay too. I've been there. I've been through all of it. The struggling, the crying, the not understanding, like, why would this not get fixed? Why would this not get healed? Why would this happen? But it's through our persevering and our faith and leaning on him is what gets us through it and has his glory be shown in it. Romans chapter 5, verses 3 through 4 says, "And not only that, but we also glory in tribulations, knowing that tribulation produces perseverance, and perseverance character, and character hope." Now in the 5th verse it says, "Now hope does not disappoint, because the love of God has been poured out in our hearts by the Holy Spirit who is given to us." Now, if even Jesus has a moment where he's asking God to take away his suffering, and in the same breath say, "Let your will be done," we ought to follow that example as hard as it can be. And like I said, I've been there. I know how you feel, but do not give up. Persevere. God is on your side, and he's going to make a way. God bless.